Why doesn't the Jordan brand care as much?
Perfect.
Hello there, broskis, Urkin back here. But of course, if you're new to the channel, this is the life of a broski, where I talk everything sneakers. So if that's your kind of thing, hit that subscribe button. And on today's episode, broskis, I think one of the most outstanding sneakers to drop this year. On today's episode, broskis, I am reviewing the Air Jordan 1 Mid Band. Before we talk any more about the sneaker, we are going to look at the box very quickly. It is your standard Jordan 1 mid box, your black and gold. So nothing outstanding really in the box department. But on the product information, it reads Air Jordan 1 mid, and the official colorway is black, gym red and white. Oh, I love this a lot. I do, man. I really do like this, because for now anyway, I'm not trying to spend about 900 plus pounds on a pair of sneakers. I'm trying to get a pair of Bred's, the high OG silhouette. That's what kind of money you're looking at. So when I saw these, and they were retailing for about 95 quid here in the UK, and I know some sites got cheeky like Foot Locker and Foot Asylum, they cranked up their prices for about 115 pounds. But even at that price point, for this colorway and a Jordan 1, you can't really complain too much. And regardless of what you feel about the mids, this colorway in this silhouette is so iconic. Now, these did actually retail in the UK, I believe on the 27th of November. But of course, the resellers scooped these up quicker than a Ben & Jerry's bowl of ice cream. And if you've already tried to go on Foot Locker for a pair of sneakers on launch day, boy, oh boy, it is very painful. Honestly, I was on that website for about 3 to 4 hours. I even had a cheeky nap in between. But for them to only turn around and say they were sold out,
You lose.
but then it turned out to be they were releasing a few days later. Now, I did manage to grab about 4 or 5 pairs, but I know it's a mid. Why did I do that? It is kind of a bittersweet thing for me. I wanted 2 pairs anyway, just for myself. 1 pair I am going to customize. I'm not going to spill the beans just yet. You're going to have to wait for the video. And 1 pair, I just wanted to keep them as normal and just wear them out and about. But the reason I bought 3 extra pairs was because of how bad the quality were on them sneakers. Some of them had so much excessive glue and even dodgy paint jobs. On 1 pair, the midsole was actually spilling over. Now, I'm not trying to mess around and apply acetone to it and do all that sort of stuff. That's not my job. My job is to give a retailer some dosh, and in return, I get some sneakers. And yes, I know, every sneaker may have a little flaw or two. But because this sneaker is so simple in its delivery and design, any little flaw, in my opinion, is gonna stick out like a sore thumb. But lo and behold, I did pick up a couple pairs that I was happy with. So after all that palaver, I have got them in hand. Now, I think this is as close as we are gonna get to the high OGs in this color blocking, especially for a mid silhouette. The only difference that I know of is this little panel here is actually red, when the high OGs is actually black. The color blocking is literally the same apart from that red panel. And yes, there might be a couple accents like the tongue and other bits that is slightly different. But in terms of the coloring on the panels, these are near enough identical. And I can actually see this colorway change in a few heads about the mids. But in my opinion, I really think this is the best mid to drop ever. Honestly, I can't think of another colorway that is actually outstanding the way I like this colorway. For a mid anyway. But maybe I'm wrong, leave it down below. What mids have you enjoyed over the years? Now, in terms of the sizing with this sneaker, these do fit very much true to size. These fit like every other Jordan 1 and even most of the Air Maxes. So I'd say stick to your normal sizing. See, this is what I mean. I've just noticed this on my own personal pair. It's sickening, broski, sickening. Look, this is what I mean. I hope the camera can pick it up. I don't know if you can see that little red string. Is it string or the leather panel? I don't know. But that little red bit there just sticking out of the black. It's just the quality control on the mids. Like, why doesn't the Jordan brand care as much as they do the high OGs? Yes, they cost less money. Yes, there's less demand for them. But if you paid a little bit more attention and care to the mids, I think people would like them a lot more. Now, in terms of the quality of materials on this silhouette, I can give Nike a bit of props for it. They do feel a lot better in terms of that premium feel to the leathers compared to some other mids that I've seen. Of course, we've got the tumbled leathers all across the red panels on this sneaker. Now near the collar, we've got that glossy black finish to the wings with the Air Jordan sign. And honestly, broskies, just looking at this simple design to this sneaker, if I'm comparing it to the high OGs in terms of the color blocking, I actually slightly prefer these. It's just that strip of red, it makes it pop a little bit more. Now we've got the Jordan Air branding on the top of the tongue with this nylon finish to the materials. And of course, on the inside, the materials are covered in mesh. Now I've got this white midsole that really contrasts the blacks and the reds. And to finish off, we've got this rubber red finish to this iconic outsole. Now in my opinion, the reason why the Jordan 1 is so popular is because of how simplistic it is. I mean, it's just like the Air Force One in that regard. You haven't got so much complexities as say an Air Max or a Yeezy, but it's still so eye-catching. I don't know many sneakers that do it so well. On the top of my head, I can only think of Jordan 1s, Air Forces, and of course the Dunks. Maybe it's just me. What other sneakers can you think of that have that same effect? Now in terms of the comfort with this sneaker, I'm pretty impressed. I've got a pair of all black Jordan 1 mids, and these fit a lot nicer on foot overall. You could get away with these being your everyday sneaker and not have any problems. And of course, as a lot of you may know, being Jordan 1 fans, once you've worn these sneakers in, and as the leathers soften up quite a bit, they will only get more comfy. But overall for comfort, in my opinion, not on par with a lot of Air Max sneakers or even Yeezys. Out of 10, I am gonna go an 8.5. Now because this silhouette is covered in all these leather panels, it doesn't matter if they're real leather, if they're synthetic. In terms of its breathability, they have the same effect. But honestly, when it comes to ventilation, I don't really have too many problems. Yes, we've got the added perforation holes on the toe box, which do their job pretty well. But compared to most other sneakers that contain leather panels, these are just fine. You could easily go on long walks with these and do your errands, and even rock them in the summer. With a nice pair of shorts and some training socks, you are good to go. But out of 10 for breathability, I'm gonna score it an 8. Now broskies, it is time to see whether this mid in the Bred colorway is a buy or a buy. Now it doesn't matter what you think of mids. Honestly, I don't give a monkeys. A lot of my viewers probably don't give a monkeys either. Chances are you bought this sneaker because of the colorway. And some people might even wear trousers to cover the top, just to show they're not even mids. But I've got my eyes on you broskies. I can see the frauds from a mile away. But in all seriousness, this colorway is the most iconic colorway to any Jordan 1 silhouette, in my opinion. And for Nike and the Jordan brand to bring these out at a lower price tag, for a mid silhouette, it's actually nice to see, because not everyone is trying to pay the resale prices for some of these high OGs. And by the time they retro them again, it could be some number of years. But of all the Jordan 1 mids, in my opinion, I actually think these are the best to do it. And dare I say it, these are actually giving some of the high OGs a run for its money. But let's just hope the Jordan brand really gives some more mids a little bit more care and attention, because some of the quality control, even the pairs that I have had, I just can't believe it, honestly. But I hope it plays out if you are thinking of getting this pair, because broskies, I am gonna give this sneaker a buy. Now ring it off in my comments. Let it be known how you feel about the mids. Let it be known how you feel about this silhouette. Me, I don't really care what other people think. If I like them, I'm gonna rock them. And I really hope you are the same. But leave it all down below broskies, and of course I will be pinning the best one. Anyways, my broskies, as always, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share, and of course, until the next episode, take care.